Hello and welcome to Project Stories sponsored by Moonshot Systems. Today we are going to see an interesting story, particularly if you're a project manager, you're going to love this. It was a time sensitive project and it has been assigned to a project manager, and his task is to come up with the overall schedule and strategy for that particular project. So then he went to the team and then he started doing consensus gathering. He asked everyone to come for a meeting and then collected the timeline estimate to perform each of these activities. By putting these estimates into a project schedule, he realized that the end date of the project is far beyond the target date which is given. Quite normal, it happens every day, right? So then there was another meeting calling everyone saying that if you are doing it like this, we are not going to have this project because it's no more feasible. So you'll have to crunch your schedule and give the best possible timeline so that we are able to recalibrate this timeline and we'll be able to see if we are finishing that within the target date. And there was a revised timeline given by everyone, and putting that together, still the timeline was 1 month beyond the target date. Then the project manager escalated this to the R&D head. So he has spoken to each of these workstream leaders. One particular example is, I remember it's some analytical activity. Originally, it was estimated to be around 18 days. And that 18 days comes on the critical path. We wanted to really reduce that. When R&D head was speaking to that particular resource, he said that, no, I don't need 18 days. I can do it within 1 week. That was a big sigh of relief. And that schedule was revised to 1 week. But still, the project manager had something in his mind. Certainly, this activity would be taking much lesser timeline. In that month, when we have the project review with the Apex steering committee, this activity was highlighted as a risk. And then the workstream leader was called in that particular meeting and then asked, why do you need 1 week for doing this? And he said, no, sir, I can do it within 18 hours. And we have taken 2 days as an estimation and then we have revised the project schedule. But this activity was completed within 12 hours. So a task which requires 12 hours was estimated as 18 days and then reduced to 1 week and 18 hours. Which is the real duration? This is the question everyone has, particularly when we are going for a consensus gathering estimate. It's a human tendency to add safety into the commitments, right? Because everyone wanted to be reliable. And there is also a saying, no, under commit and over deliver. But I don't subscribe to that views, because when you under commit, you under deliver. But in reality, what happens is, when you are collecting the estimates comes along with the buffer time and plus what if time. What if that doesn't happen? What if I had to go for a training? What if there is a rain on the day? All those things together. It's an extreme example. An activity which has to be performed within 12 hours can be estimated as 18 days. So be careful about it. When you are estimating for a critical project like this, you have to do multiple iteration in order to come up with a appropriate timeline. By the way, critical chain project management is exceptional methodology for handling these kind of situations, where it talks about providing a touch time and removing all the buffers and then putting it at the end. So when you have a critical project, a time-bound project next time, when you are doing the schedule based on consensus gathering, ask all these questions. Hope you enjoy the story. Thank you for watching.